Welcome back, and with me now is MC who plays Albert.
How y'all doing? What's up? What's
So,
up? What's up?
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh man, I have been on and off acting for a few years. I started in Japan, did 2 episodes on 2 different shows. I did a little bit of modeling. I was on a commercial. Um, I'm new to this, and I met with Dave, and we've been running with each other ever since.
Fantastic. And how has it been working with Sustainment TV?
It has been amazing. I don't have any complaints. We gel well together. We try to be there as much as he needs me. You know, everybody talks amongst each other. There's really no issues. The synergy is crazy.
So, on set, the direction and the emotion that is trying to be evoked, working in that type of um, turbulent subject matter, how was that for you personally?
I took it took a couple of seconds to separate it because I've witnessed a couple of situations in my life. I am a huge advocate for protecting people. Um, I also participate in some domestic violence events throughout the year. Um,
So
this,
you're really involved in
yeah.
this, okay? And how has it been to take your personal experiences and then put them into Albert?
It was pretty simple. I have been Albert before,
Okay.
so going in and not trying to give too much away, but doing what men should do is it just came easy.
Well, I'm glad it was easy
Yeah.
rather than more difficult. So, because this film deals with domestic violence, how do you think audiences will connect with that?
I think the audience will have mixed emotions. Some characters they will hate from the beginning. Some characters you can kind of understand why, but some of their actions are still kind of wrong. And then other characters you're gonna root for them all the way through. So I think as an audience as a whole, everybody's gonna feel different. It's just gonna fluctuate throughout the entire film.
So, this will be a film for just about anybody to see, whether you've been Bethany, whether you've been Perry, or in your case, Albert.
Yes, and even for children, the younger viewers, to understand how to move in certain situations, that shows up in the film as well.
Oh, that's very nice. Because it's a very painful but vital issue, what drew you to participate in this film? I know you said you've been in the domestic violence situation yourself, you've been in the community, but what made you want to play Albert?
Um, Expansion of roles, trying to get involved in more in the acting world, and I wanted to help teach, you know, about this situation in particular, so we can change the environment of our world because a lot of people don't really understand that certain things shouldn't happen.
Oh, that's a big point right there. Were there moments during filming that felt particularly difficult to process emotionally?
Um, there was a couple of times Bethany was getting hemmed up a little bit that I had to resist reacting because I wasn't in the scene. But they did a really good job at portraying the actual like violence that does happen during these events that sometimes hidden away or covered up, or a lot of the victims don't really want to talk about it because it brings back too much emotional trauma.
Was there anything that Sustainment TV did to help foster you to grow out of the triggers, so to speak?
Yes, they definitely allowed me to be involved in other things in the background to stay busy, you know, and just a general conversation of, hey, look, it's gonna look a little intense, but it's just acting.
Okay, that's always helpful
Yeah.
because these types of subject matters are always hard to talk about, bring about, portray. So I'm pretty sure we're very lucky to have you on. What is one thing you hope the audience will take away from this?
One thing I would say, not everybody has to be a hero, but you can be a hero by teaching and keeping the people around you accountable.
Oh, that's a very insightful for sure. Is there anything from your personal experiences that brought you to the brink?
Oh, just um, witnessing a couple of domestic violence situations in my life. Um, few guys that didn't grow up the same way that I did, and didn't have the same male figures in their life to tell them that something wasn't right or give them a different outlet or guide them. And witnessing those situations and having to step into those situations, it really, I guess, kind of put me in the mindset that I needed to be in.
Okay. So since we're in the boxing ring, would you recommend boxing as an outlet for survivors or even on the other side of things?
I would. I've never formally boxed. I've been in a little couple of scuffles in my life, but I would say controlled, you know, I guess release of energy
Mm-hmm.
is way better than being out there and not understanding how strong you really are and not being able to control your emotions correctly. So yes, boxing, I would say is way up there, top tier.
What else would you recommend?
Uh, I am, a little bit of the older generation, so I would say you can't play video games, but get out the house, go do something, go hiking, go running, something to burn off that energy and take that tension away. So swimming,
Physical activity.
physical, yeah, anything physical.
Physical activity so you're not physically reacting.
Yes,
Oh, I like that.
definitely.
Awesome. That is all the questions I have.
All right.
We look forward to seeing more of you on the big screen, not just playing Albert, but in many other roles.
Hope so.